Tonight for Virginia Tech. If they win tonight, they control their own destiny to win the Coastal Division of the ACC. Now they would need a Virginia loss to Florida State on Saturday. And while Stallings is back in the field, another guy here this week back in 2012 is Tom Watson, the club's pro emeritus. Watson played last year for the first time but missed the cut. What was old here at Bristol Motor Speedway is now new. This track has been redone since the last time the Sprint Cup Series was here in March. Well, today I'm here to try my own big break challenge, except if I do it, I probably won't receive a tournament exemption next year. Now, Pikeview knocked off Summers County in the sectional championship, then went on to beat Wyoming East in the regional to make their second straight state tournament appearance. Bluefield 6-1 here at Mitchell Stadium this season. Their only loss against Graham in week 1 when a field goal missed just wide of those upright. It isn't a home game at Lane Stadium without Enter Sandman, and well, you can hear it here in New Orleans too with all the fans behind me. All right. Thank you very much, Tara. Best of luck tonight, and it's great to have you here in Southern West Virginia.
Thanks. Did you want to touch it?
Sure.
Easy.
The second straight year, 72 holes wasn't enough to crown a Greenbrier Classic champion. In the third annual Classic, Ted Potter Jr. took home the victory over Troy Kelly on the third playoff hole. Purple and white are the colors of James Monroe High School, colors Emily McKinney's worn for many years. But this June, she'll trade in her purple and white for red, white, and blue as a member of the United States Army.
I think I was in 6th grade when I decided I wanted to go into the Army, and I've been in for about a year now, and it was tough.
McKinney spent this past summer in basic training, a place she grew as a leader and a person.
It was tough, a lot of physical, and especially emotional. Got to be physically, mentally tough the whole time. It was really hot. I was hungry, and overall it's a good experience. I'd love to go back and do it 100 more times.
In June, after her graduation from James Monroe, she'll head to Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio, Texas.
I think I'm going to be gone for 18 weeks to be a medic. I guess, I like to do something for some action. I don't want to sit up behind a desk all day and just do a bunch of work. I want to be there helping people, especially if I'm fallen comrades. If they need me, I want to be able to help my own people. As Emily begins to help others as a medic, she's currently helping her teammates as a leader on the court. When I came back, I wanted to be able to lead my team, kind of show them what I learned over the summer, really by example. And I know the freshmen, they're going to be looking up to the seniors, being like, man, I want to be a senior. I want to follow in their footsteps. All right, so you've seen the show Big Break Tuesday nights. The winner of it gets an exemption in the 2013 Greenbrier Classic. Well, today I'm here to try my own Big Break challenge, except if I do it, I probably won't receive a tournament exemption next year. What I've got to do, I've got to break through that glass right there, and I've also got to hit a ball over that wall next to that pin. I started out with an 8-iron, and well,
You didn't get that on camera.
not so good. But I switched clubs down to a 5-iron, and with a little help from golf pros Hill Herrick and Bob Ricker,
Hey! All right!
not bad, drilled it.
Let's take a look.
Now, it was time to move over to the flop wall.
She's over the wall. I'd have problems getting it close to the pin without the wall there.
But my first swing, just a bit long, but I came back
That looks like it.
with a beautiful shot to within just a few feet of the hole.
Well, honestly, I thought I did pretty well today in this challenge, even though, I'm not going to get an exemption into the tournament next year. I'll be here covering it, but I still was impressed, and I want to thank the Greenbrier for letting me come out and do this.
All right, well, thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Hill. Not a problem.
It wasn't long ago when John Beeline led the West Virginia Mountaineers to the Elite Eight. Now the former WVU head coach is at his alma mater, Michigan, where the Wolverines are ranked 3rd in the country and facing off against Beeline's former team tonight. West Virginia at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn for the first meeting between these two schools. Michigan up off the inbounds pass. Tim Hardaway Jr. steps back for 3, 22-7, Wolverines lead. WVU gets on the board. Dominique Harris to Iran Harris from downtown is 32-20, Michigan still in charge. West Virginia would then go on a 10-0 run after Terry Henderson knocks down the 3-ball, but Michigan answers. Trey Burke, the fake, and pulls up from just inside the arc for the long jumper. Michigan led by 11. at half. Second half, WVU stayed cold. Michigan sizzled, just like that guy wearing the bacon costume. Tim Hardaway Jr. forces the turnover, and Glenn Robinson III throws it down. The Mountaineers would tighten up on defense too. Juwan Staten with the steal and the dunk gets them to within 8, but in the end the Wolverines too strong. Trey Burke makes the nice pass to Jordan Morgan for the layup as Michigan wins 81-66. Marshall looking for an upset against 11th ranked Cincinnati. First half, the Herd, Dede Scarver from the corner buries it for 3. Marshall would not last long. Kashmir Wright with the steal and dunks it in. The Bearcats would lead at the half. Second half, Elijah Pittman with the big slam, but the Herd would not be able to get it done. Right for 3, and then Sean Kilpatrick comes right back down and hits a 3-pointer. Cincinnati wins 72-56. Last season ended in the sectional round for the Princeton Tigers, but this winter there's some unfinished business for the boys who opened up their home schedule this afternoon against MSAC opponent South Charleston, and South Charleston would score first. A.D. Cunningham inside with the turnaround jumper is good. Black Eagles come back. Devon Harris with the pull-up jumper. 4-0 lead for South Charleston. SC again, Rashad Kincaid with the drive and the layup. Princeton would have to take a timeout, and while they would listen to Coach Ernie Gilliard out of the timeout, Kyle Karen, the baseline floater and the foul, converts the 3-point play back down the floor. Zen Clemens passes to Arian Porterfield, who hits the 3-pointer. The Tigers would grab the lead. When Clemens drives and is fouled, he would make both free throws. But just before the quarter break, Harris to Kincaid, who launches and hits from deep. The 3-pointer. Princeton clawed back in it, but drops a close one, 59-57. James Monroe girls in action against George Wythe in the Narrows Christmas Tournament Championship. George Wythe scores first. Danielle Williams, the baseline shot good for the Lady Maroons, but the Lady Mavs respond. Kelsey Mann inside for the 2 points gives JM the lead. Then Mann again inside off the inbounds pass would extend the Mav lead, dominating the paint as she did all game. Mann turns around yet again and banks it off the glass and in. James Monroe cruising early. Then it would be Emily McKinney, grabs the offensive board. She turns around and hits the short range J. This one was all James Monroe. A few passes inside. Lane Shiflett sends it into the hoop as JM wins the Narrows Christmas Tournament with a 53-44 victory.